All right, now it's time for your alarm kill training. Okay, so the first thing you do is you got to start on your iPad. As you're going through your iPad, you'll see where you bring out your alarm kill paperwork. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get back into your iPad as if you're my customer. So Rob, you're my customer. You ready? All right, so Rob, the fourth misconception is our alarms will always go off in time. And Rob, you've probably seen the reports on TV and the internet that tells you about the failure rates of smoke alarms. They say if you have the kind of sold in most stores, they may not go off in time. In fact, experts say you can experience up to a 30-minute delay from the time that your fire starts to the time your alarms go off. Now, so that's pretty bad, isn't it, Rob?
Yes.
All right, now, let's take a look at the next slide here. Rob, has your alarm ever gone off while cooking something in your kitchen, yes or no?
Yes.
It has, okay. So basically, we believe our smoke alarm is going to work, go off in a house fire because it goes off when we cook bacon and burn toast. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Wouldn't you agree there's a big difference from smoke coming from the couch than smoke coming from bacon? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
And then we play this video. For time purposes, we're going to skip the video because we're training you right now. Play the video and then go to the next slide. Okay, now Rob, these are the most popular smoke alarms on the market today. We call these things ionization alarms, okay? Now, the ones that come with your home, the minimum code smoke detectors, you've got them. That's what you have. Now, where do you buy these things at? Where do you buy the smoke detector you have at?
They came with my house.
Okay, so you just kept the ones that came with it.
Correct.
Okay. Now, when you were to go buy one, where would you buy one at?
Lowe's.
Lowe's. And why do you buy them there?
That's where I shop.
It's where we shop. Okay, and where do you think they're made at?
China.
You got that right, brother. They're made in China. Now, if you went, everything's made in China. If you went to Lowe's, Home Depot, or Walmart today, you could get a new smoke detector for your home. And inside the box, you're going to find an alarm, you're going to find a battery, and you're going to find this. Rob, what do most people do with this part?
Throw it away.
That's right. They throw it away. Okay, well, there's some really interesting things they say inside this about your smoke detector. So now at this point in time in your alarm kill, you have one thing that you need to do. You need to say, hey, Rob, where is your closest smoke detector at in your home? If we were in your home right now, Rob, where would it be? Would it be in your living room, hallway? Where would it be?
I have one in every room.
Okay, so it'd be right there next to the kitchen.
Right.
Because we'd be at your kitchen table.
Yes.
So living room? Okay, so now imagine me standing up, and I'm not because I got a microphone attached to me right now, but imagine me standing up with Rob, and I say, there's your smoke detector. And Rob, do you know what kind of smoke detector that is? And you would say what?
I have no idea.
That's what they all say. I have no idea. And I'm going to say to him, I already know everything about that smoke detector. Come on back to the kitchen, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay, now let's do this part. Now, Rob, this is the part that comes out of the box with your smoke detector that the contractors put in your home. Okay, now inside this thing, there's a lot of very, very, very disheartening information in here. Now, I've got it numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to cover all 4 of these, okay? However, I want to ask you a question. Who do you think wrote the manual for your smoke detector?
The Chinese.
Yeah, well, it's the Chinese people wrote it for sure because they manufactured it. So the manufacturer wrote it, and there's a really good chance some attorneys had their hands on this too, okay? So let's just take a look and see what's inside this, Rob. You ready? All right, now, number 1, it says right here on number 1, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put this in their hands so they can hold it, okay? So imagine Rob sitting right here, and I put this in his hands. Okay, Rob, it says right here, he's sitting right in front of me, according to the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Now, who is that? That's FEMA. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, that's FEMA. So let me say what they're saying here. According to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, an agency of the U.S. government, they may not go off or give early enough warning in as many as 35% of all fires. Rob, they're saying 3 very important things in that last sentence. The first thing they said was probably the most troubling thing of all. They said they may not go off. We're talking about your fire detector that you go to bed every night depending on. How does that make you feel that in the manual it says it may not go off?
It worries me a little bit.
It worries you a little bit. Tell me why.
I don't know if I can trust it in a fire.
Yeah, you don't know if you can trust it in a fire. because we need to trust our smoke detectors to wake us up, right?
Right.
So it says they may not go off. The second thing it says is, or give early enough warning. So it may not go off or give early enough warning. What does it mean when it says your smoke detector may not give you early enough warning? What's that mean?
Not enough time to get out of the house.
That's it. So it may not go off or give you enough time to get out. So that's pretty bad. Okay? Which means if it's not going to go off in time, I could be trapped. You could be trapped. Our families could be trapped inside that home. That's not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. So now, they may not go off or give early enough warning. And the third thing they said, in 35% of all fires. So, how does it make you feel that your smoke detector, the one that you go to bed with every night, fails 35% of the time, brand new out of the box?
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying. Okay. Now, let's give some elaborations on this 35%. If you boarded a plane tonight and you got in your seat and they put the seatbelt on, the captain comes on, welcome to so-and-so Airlines. Today we're flying to Cancun, Mexico, and this plane has a 35% chance of crashing today. Does anybody want to get off the plane? How fast would you get off that plane?
Immediately.
Immediately. Okay. This is no different. Something that fails, it's a safety item. Something that fails 35% of the time, it's terrible. Now, Rob, what's your wife's name?
Ginger.
Ginger. Your number one job for Ginger is to do what for her?
Protect her.
Is something that failing 35% of the time, is that protecting Ginger?
No.
No, it's not. So it's not good enough for my wife, Chrissy, and I know it ain't good enough for Ginger, period. But that ain't it. There's some other stuff we got to take a look at. Let's take a look at number 2. Now, number 2, it tells you right here in bold letters where smoke detectors should not be put up. Bold letters where smoke detectors should not be put up. So let's take a look at the places that it's talk about. It says, don't put them in your kitchens. Now, Rob, as I'm going through these rooms, I want you to think in your head, if you had a fire in these rooms, how could that impact you? Because you can't put anything in these rooms, according to this manual. No fire detectors go in these rooms. Okay? It's mind-boggling, isn't it? Okay? So don't put them in your kitchen. Now, I'm not even in your house right now. I've never been to your house, but I can guarantee you that your kitchen somehow is connected to your back door or your front door in some way. It's probably right there, isn't it?
Both.
Oh, it's both, okay? And that's how it is in most homes. My house too. My kitchen, front door, back door, it's right there. So if I had a fire in my kitchen and there's nothing in it, is it a 35% failure rate or a 100% failure rate? 100%. It's 100%. So it's going to be real bad by the time I find out about my kitchen fire, okay? So kitchen fire is 100% failure rate. It says don't put them in your kitchens. Don't put them in your garage. So do you have a garage?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody sleep above or beside it?
Yes.
How would you find out about a fire in your garage if nothing's in it? It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Okay. So don't put them in your kitchens. Don't put them in your garage. Don't put them in their furnaces. Where's your furnace at? Do you have an HVAC in your attic, garage?
Attic.
It's in the attic? Same as mine. So, so if I had a fire in my attic, do you have a fire detector in your attic? No.
No.
Because they don't put them in your attic. Do you know that all your wires in your house are wired to your attic? Your HVAC's in your attic? It's insane, man. What about water heater? Where's that at in your house?
Basement.
Basement. It says don't put them in near your water heaters. Don't put them near your space heaters. So if you had a fire at your water heater, I'm sure you sleep right above it because it's your basement. This is just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's keep going. So don't put them in your kitchen. Don't put them in your garage. Don't put them near furnaces. Don't put them near water heaters. Don't put them near space heaters. And then it keeps going. Don't put them in air streams passing by kitchens. So Rob, don't put it in your kitchen or beside your kitchen. Don't put it anywhere near your kitchen. Just don't. You're shaking your head no, like, what is going on? And don't put them in damp areas. Don't put them in humid areas. Don't put them in their bathrooms or showers. Keep them at least 10 feet away from your bathrooms. Now, I don't know about you, but my master bedroom and my master bath are within 10 feet of each other.
Right.
Okay. Then it said don't put them in very cold areas. Don't put them in very hot areas. Well, very cold, you can't put them in certain areas of your home. Maybe your garage you can't because it gets cold. Don't put them in very hot. That's your attic. Don't put them in your garage. That's your garage. So there's our 2 spots. It's crazy. Don't put them in dusty areas. Don't put them in dirty areas. Rob, every room of our house has dust. It says don't put them in dusty areas. Don't put them in dead air spaces. Don't put them near drafty areas. Don't put them in insect-infested areas, and don't put them in fluorescent lights. So, Rob, I just covered all these areas. Where can you put them at, Rob?
I was going to ask you that.
I don't know where to put them. I don't know, because they covered everything. Dust covers everything. I mean, it's just like, what is this? So let's recap this. It says 3 very important things in the first part. It says they may not go off. That's bad. They may not go off or give early enough warning. They may not go off, give early enough warning, and fail as many as 35% of all fires. You can't put them anywhere. After just these 2 sections alone, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, that I feel really good about my smoke detector as a 10, or a 1 you feel not so good about it. Where are you at right now after this?
0.
A 0. If there was less than 0, you'd go with that probably too, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's bad, okay? So now, what are we doing? We're there to create a problem for Rob. And Rob's never even seen this before. So our job is to create a problem. I'm pretty much can stop now, but we're not. We got more to cover on this alarm kill. Rob, there's more to cover with you. Bless your heart. There's more. All right, here we go. This part here, section number 3, tells you the kind of fires your smoke detector will not pick up. And I can't make this stuff up. It's literally right here in writing. I'm just going to read to you what it says. It says, smoke detectors have limitations. Well, Rob, you've already heard some limitations already where you can't put it. Yeah, let's keep going. It says, smoke detectors may not, what's the key words? May not. Pay attention to the wording here. Smoke detectors may not sense every kind of fire every time. Pay attention to the word there. Smoke detectors may not sense every kind of fires every time. Rob, what do you want your detector to sense? All the fires or just whatever fires it wants to do?
Every fire.
Every fire, okay. Then it goes on to say this. They cannot, what's the key word there? Cannot. They cannot be expected to sense dangerous fires caused by carelessness or safety hazard. I don't care what it was caused by. I want it to detect all fires. And I don't even know of a fire that's not dangerous. Okay? So then it says this. Are you ready for this? It says they may not. What's the key word there? May not. There's 2 key words. They may not give early warning of fast-growing fires. Okay, so where did we hear that before? In the first section, it says it may not go off or give early enough warning. And then down here in the 3rd section, it says they may not give early warning of fast-growing fires. So how many times they told you it might not go off early enough? Twice. I need my smoke detector to go off like that. I don't need time to be wasted. I got to get my wife out, Christy out. I got to get Bryson, Brooklyn, and Nathan out. And I got 3 dogs, Chloe, Roxy, and Lily. We got some problems, man. We got a lot of heartbeats in my house. We got to get them all out. There's a lot going on here. And then it says they may not give early enough warning of fast-growing fires caused by smoking in bed, violent explosions, escaping gas, poor storage of flammable liquids, overloaded electrical circuits, children playing with matches and lighters, or persons who set fires on purpose. Rob, what other kind of fires are there?
Sounds like it covered them all.
I think it's got them covered. So let's recap this. They may not go off. They may not go off or give early enough warning. They may not go off, give early enough warning, and fail as many as 35% of all fires. You can't put them anywhere, and it don't pick up any kind of fires. So now, I know you've already said it's a 0. I'll let you go down to negative 100. Out of a scale of negative to 100 to a 10, where are you at with your smoke detector right now?
Negative 100.
Negative 100. You go to negative 1,000, wouldn't you? Okay. The last part is number 4. It says this. It says, they do not warrant or imply in any way. Keywords, in any way. They do not warrant or imply in any way that their smoke detector will protect lives and property in the event of a fire. Homeowners and renters should be sure to insure their lives and property. What are they saying when they say that, Rob? In that last sentence.
They can't insure your safety.
Yeah, they're not liable. So let me just tell you a little story. This story did not happen, but I want to put this in perspective. I'm going to use my own family for a second. Let's say that this smoke detector, the same smoke detector that you got that's right there in that living room, is in my daughter's room, Brooklyn. Now, in my house, I've got Bryson in the back hallway. They're all sleeping upstairs. My son, 20 years old, he's in the very back bedroom, okay? So you go up the stairs, there's Nathan's bedroom, there's Brooklyn's bedroom, there's a bathroom, there's the There's a laundry room and there's Bryson's room. So Bryson's in the back, okay? He's 20. I got my 14-year-old and I got my 16-year-old, and then there's me and my wife, Christy. Fire breaks out 3 o'clock in the morning. Smoke's hitting the ceiling. It's hitting this smoke detector that may not go off or give early enough warning. I don't know about it because it ain't going off. My daughter don't know about it. She's in the room with it. She's asleep. Brother don't know. Big brother don't know about it. Big brother over here. Nobody knows about it. We have dogs. Guess what? Dogs can't hear smoke. They don't know about it. Smoke don't make a sound, man. So now smoke's hitting the ceiling. It's going in the detector. It ain't going off. 1 minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. 5 minutes go by. And then all of a sudden, something happens. And I'm going to tell you, when you have a house fire, your house swells. Okay, it swells and something will bust. A window will bust. Electricity will pop. Something will happen because it always does, okay? And when that happens, somebody's going to wake up. Let's say it woke me up. And let's say I get up and I go down that hallway, Rob. And as I look down my hallway, I see a glow around my daughter's bedroom door. And there's smoke everywhere. I know what's going on. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my family out of this house. And I know Brooklyn's room is bad, okay? I wait, get everybody out, and I go to her room. Now I'm at her bedroom door. I open that bedroom door, and flames come shooting out at me, and I can't do nothing. Everybody's outside but my daughter. She didn't make it out. Now, of course, it did not happen. But what if it did? If it did happen, could I sue these people, yes or no?
No, they take no liability.
They take no liability because in here it tells you everything. In here it told you your alarm may not go off. In here it told you they may not give you early enough warning. In here they told you the places you can't put it. They told you everything in here to cover them, and they're supposed to do that. That's what they need to do that, and they did. Okay? So now you know everything you need to know about your smoke detector. Now what I just did was and now I'm talking to you guys on the screen here. What I just did with Rob is I took all thought processes out that his smoke detector is okay for him and his family. My job is to make sure that I leave no doubt in his mind that what he has is good enough for him and for his family. And we hope that we do a good job doing that, right? Now you know how to do an alarm kill. Now, when you do this, you hand this to your customer, you'll have a little cheat sheet with you. Your dealer will hand you a cheat sheet. You take that cheat sheet and you keep it in your hand. The only thing you need to do with this part is you make sure the customer is looking at number 1 when you're covering number 1. Don't read it and they're not with you, okay? When you're covering number 2, make sure that they're looking at number 2. When you're covering number 3, make sure they're looking at number 3. Don't lose your customer, and you'll do a really good alarm kill, okay? Good luck to you. You got this. You can do it.